Hello and welcome to Successful Journey Network. Hey, today let's talk about goals. What are you doing to achieve goals? Do you set goals? You know, 3% of Americans set goals, and only 1% go back and review their goals. And you know what? The rest of us are working for that 1%. Let's become goal achievers. And let's learn how to get everything that we want faster than we've ever thought possible. Success is all about goals, and everything else is just chatter. It's just talk with your friends, daydreaming. But you know what? If you can form a habit of setting goals, even if you just set one goal and work on that one goal, you will become so successful. This is the great discovery throughout all human history. Your life only begins to become a great life when you clearly identify what it is you want to make and plan and achieve. And then when you work on the plan every single day, then you become successful. And the primary reason for failure is that people do not develop new plans or even have a plan in place at all. So let's get a plan. Let's set some goals and let's start achieving and becoming successful on our journey. You know, I had three turning points in my life and that changed everything. And one was after my parents had passed away. I discovered I had to become responsible for my own life. And I learned this later in life, of course. And I always thought I could go home. I always knew I had a place to fall back on. So I was just kind of going through life, having a good time and never making plans. And then one day I found myself without a job and then without a place to live. And then I was living in my car. And then I had nothing. But one day I'd come to a point where I just scribbled on a piece of paper the things that I wanted to accomplish. Uh, get a job, get a place to live, um, new clothes so that I could get a job, just some small goals that I wrote down on a piece of paper. And then the piece of paper ended up on the floorboard of the car. But within 30 days, I had a job, I had a place to live, and then I was cleaning out the car after I had moved into my new apartment and I found that piece of paper. And do you know that 90% of what I had written on that paper, I had achieved? There's something about writing down your goals. Number one, I don't know the magic in it, but there's something about writing down your goals and then working them. And I guess because I had written them down, I had put them in the forefront of my mind because I was pretty desperate. And I started working one goal at a time, started just automatically getting the job, getting the place to live, just automatically started kicking them off because I had written them down. I had made my intentions known. I started working on something. And that's what we want to do with goal setting. In every study, successful people, um, the acceptance of their personal responsibility seems to be at the starting point. And before that, nothing happens. We have to take responsibility. And after you accept complete responsibility, your life begins to change. The second turning point for me was later in life as well, when I discovered that with without really even knowing what I was doing, um, I could accomplish goals, that I could achieve goals, that I could obtain any skill, any knowledge that I needed to do whatever it was I set my mind to achieve. And if your mind can conceive it, you can achieve it. With today's technology, you can YouTube it, you can take courses online, you can go to in person seminars, you can do everything possible to equip yourself to achieve goals. And you know what? No one's smarter than you, no one's better than you, no one's faster than you. You have the capability of achieving every goal that you set your mind to. And you can obtain, you can acquire, you can learn every skill because you have that ability. You just need to apply yourself and do it. And just remember, we all have to start at the bottom. And my, was I starting at the bottom, living in my car, trying to get ready every morning for this job that I had just acquired. And but I did it. I did it until the first payday, and then I was able to move into an apartment. And then from there, it just progressed on. And then I learned that goal setting was the key to success. I can tell you that after that, I set goals to buy my own home. I set goals to buy new automobiles. I set goals to take trips. I set goals to do all kinds of things in my life that I wanted to accomplish. And I would work them every day. You know, decide exactly what you want in every key area of your life. And then start off by uh, visualizing and imagine that there's no limitations on what you can be, have, or do. Imagine that you have all the resources you need, all the money, all the friends, all the contacts, all the education, all the experience that you need to accomplish these goals, and you can do it. Just start visualizing and having positive affirmations that you can achieve anything that you set your mind to. And it only takes 10 minutes a day. I get up every morning, open up my planner, and I look at today's plan that I have set for with the goals that I need to achieve, the tasks that I need to do, whatever I have to do to achieve that goal, I start working on it. You know, imagine that you could wave a magic wand and make your life be perfect in each of these four areas that we're going to talk about. And if your life was perfect in each area, what would it look like? In your income, how much do you want to earn this year, next year, and 5 years? Do you really think about your income? You know, we know that things have changed over the last few years, and it's costing more for us to live, but our paychecks haven't changed. What's your goal? What's your plan to earn more money? Family. What kind of lifestyle do you want to create for yourself and your family? What are you doing to enjoy life? Are you planning great vacations? Are you doing projects with the family that bring enjoyment, that create memories? What are you doing? What goals have you set for your family and yourself? Your health. How would your health be different if it was perfect in every way? Do you need to lose weight? Do you need to set a goal to lose a certain amount of weight? You know, set a 90-day goal to lose 10 pounds, 20 pounds. Set a workout schedule. You know, even just walking 20 minutes a day changes everything. Setting little goals, small goals that you can achieve in a short amount of time really gets the juices flowing and it really motivates you. Then you can start setting larger goals. Then you can start setting those $1 million goals. You know, your net worth. What do you want to leave for your family after you know, after you pass away? How much do you want to accumulate in your course of a working lifetime? What are you saving? What are you budgeting? There's all kinds of goals that we can set to make our life so much better. You know, I do the 3 goal method every year. I set 3 goals, and this is the way I do it. In less than 30 seconds, write down 3 most important goals in your life. Do the exercise right now. Pause the video and take 30 seconds and write down 3 goals that are most important to you right now. And you know why? Because whatever your answer to this quick list method is, it is probably an accurate picture of what you really want in life. Look at that list. What did you put down? Are you needing a new job? Are you needing a promotion? Do you want a new car? Are you needing a new home? What is it that's on that goal list? Start prioritizing. Start prioritizing that list. And now set a deadline. Be clear and specific and detailed and measurable. And remember, you have to write down your goals. If you don't write them down, you're never going to achieve them. So you must write out your goals as if you were placing an order for a goal manufactured in a factory far off in another state. Make your description clear and detailed in every sense of what this goal is about and how you're going to achieve it. Only 3% of adults have written goals, and everyone else works for them. Set a deadline. Look at those three goals. Set a deadline for each one of those goals. Make it realistic. Is it a 30-day goal that you can achieve? Is it a 90-day goal? Is it a 120-day goal? Maybe it's a 12-month or even a 2-year. But be realistic. And because when you set a deadline, your subconscious mind uses deadlines as the forcing factor. It's the forcing system that drives you consciously and unconsciously toward achieving your goal. It is the fuel behind achieving your goal and to achieving it on schedule, to stay with your deadline. And if your goal is big enough, set a sub deadlines. You can break it down. And if you want to achieve financial independence, you may want to set a 10-year plan or a 20-year plan. I set, depending on what I'm doing for the new year, if I have a vacation planned, I've already done my research. I know it's going to cost $3,000. I know how much I have to save each month before I'm going to take my vacation. I start budgeting it out. That's how I set my goals. If I want a new car, I set my goal according to what I need to obtain that new car, to achieve that goal. And I start working on it. Always set a deadline for achieving any goal. Like I said, 30, 90, 120, 1 year, because that's going to be the driving force behind you achieving your goals on schedule. And if for some reason you don't achieve your goal by the deadline, simply set a new deadline. Don't get discouraged. Don't get discouraged. Set a new deadline because there's no unreasonable goals. There's only unreasonable deadlines. So maybe you need to reevaluate. Maybe you need to write out what resources you're going to need, who you need to network with, what classes you need to take, what skills you need to obtain, and then go back and work that goal again. I would suggest starting off with one good goal for the next 30 days and see yourself accomplish that goal. And then you can start setting more goals. There's a starter link, life goal setting plan that I have attached. It comes with the year, the month, and the day scheduling of goals. You know what? Click on that link and download that and get started. You can put it in a 3-ring binder. And let me tell you, when you start building this, I call it my life planner binder. When you start building it, it's going to become the most important document that you're putting together. You can click the link, get the starter kit. You can print it over and over so that you can fill it up for each month, but it'll get you started on your way to setting goals. I also have a masterclass. It's really fast and easy and simple to go through. It's a video lessons. I go through step by step. I'll motivate you to set goals. I'll teach you how to fill out the goal sheets. And it's only $10. Everyone can afford that. I am so excited because I want everybody to be successful on their journey. And that's the reason I set up the masterclass. Check that out as well, too. All right, go and set some goals because you know what? A person without a goal or a plan is like a ship without a rudder. So set a goal and get direction in your life. All right, remember, you're more than enough. Go and have a great day.